In this video we share Russia's consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary according to Bishop Athanasius Schneider. Russia's dedication to the Immaculate Heart of Mary has not been realized in the past as Our Lady wished. Therefore, this act must be renewed, says Bishop Athanasius Schneider. No immediate consequences can be expected. It is our task to do what Our Lady told us, and the rest is in the hands of God's providence. Bishop Athanasius Schneider spoke about the planned dedication of Russia and Ukraine to the Immaculate Heart of Mary by Pope Francis. As he pointed out in an interview with the 1 Peter 5 portal, there is an obvious need for Russia to dedicate itself to the Immaculate Heart of Our Mary, because previous popes did not do it as Mary expected. It was not carried out in the way our Mother requested. In my opinion, the consecration should be done more carefully, and that means directly mentioning Russia, among other conditions stated by Our Lady, he said. Given the current painful war in Ukraine, it is quite understandable that Pope Francis will also mention Ukraine. It should also be borne in mind that in July 1917, when Our Lady first spoke of the consecration of Russia, much of the territory of present-day Ukraine belonged to the Russian Empire. If the Pope had just mentioned Russia today, much of this territory, or most of present-day Ukraine, that Our Lady had before her eyes in July 1917 would have been excluded from consecration, he said. The bishop also pointed out what, in his opinion, are the basic elements of the Fatima petition. First, it is a dedication to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, not just to the Mother of God or the Virgin Mary. Secondly, it is necessary to mention Russia directly, but we can also mention other nations close to Russia or nations all over the world, because it is crucial to mention Russia directly among them. Third, unification with the bishops is needed. It does not have to mean 100% unity, but unity in a moral sense. According to the bishop, it does not matter how the Pope calls the bishops to that unity, whether he does so by official vocation or by order. The effect of the act of consecration of Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, even if performed in perfect accordance with Our Lady's expectations, should not be understood as a sacrament. The act of consecration, speaking the theology of theology, is sacramental, and its effect depends primarily on the prayer of the Church. Catholic theology shows that the sacraments do not create grace, but prepare for it. The act of consecration has no automatic, immediate, spectacular, or sensational effect. God, in His sovereign, wise, and mysterious providence, reserves the right to determine for Himself the time and manner of accomplishing the effects of sanctification. Our task is to do what Our Lady said, or what He said. The bishop also said what he hopes to do with the act planned by Pope Francis. It is to be hoped that Russia's consecration will accelerate its conversion, which is necessarily linked to the unification of the Russian Orthodox Church with the Holy See. Only then will there be true conversion in the eyes of God, because conversion cannot be half, he said. We must also hope that the consecration of Russia will accelerate the triumph of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, which will be reflected in the authentic renewal of the life of the Catholic Church, and in the new glory of Catholic purity. Faith, the sanctity of the liturgy, the sanctity of the Christian life, he added. Finally, we must hope that Russia's consecration will accelerate the era of peace for humanity. At the same time, true and lasting peace in society will be established only when Christ rules human society, he said, citing the teachings of Pope Pius XI. The hierarch also expressed joy that the consecration ceremony will be joined by former Pope Benedict XVI, who, according to Bishop Schneider, is one of the most distinguished members of the world episcopate of our time. Thank you for supporting my channel. May God bless you and keep you. Our Lady, Queen of Peace, pray for us.